Hello, welcome to Spelling with Jules. I'm sorry about yesterday. Something came up again in school, so I'm trying really hard to keep 11 o'clock free, but it doesn't always work. So how is everybody? Good checking for me. I'm getting busier and busier because we're in schools, lots to do, but I'm feeling good and energetic. It's lovely to be at school, to be honest. I've missed it. Good morning, Ronan. Hello, Sasha. Hello, Ryan. And Isla, I know, is here. And Ronan, obviously, if I just said Ronan. Stephen is here. He seems to be saying he's very old. Ryan's going using his French language. He's saying bonjour, comment allez-vous? And you're all good. Excellent. Great to see you. Oh, you're all siblings. Gosh, I've got loads of you here. That's lovely. And Stephen seems to be very old. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. Okay, so let's see. What did we do? Not yesterday, but the day before. And we did ow, didn't we? So let's have a look. This was our sound that we did. And this was one of the trickiest sounds because that often those two letters don't always make the ow sound. So I'm thinking of your, for instance, has OU and it's spelt like this. Okay, and that's a sort of or sound, isn't it there? Whereas this ow sound is shouted out. So you've got sh, out. So this is the ow sound we've been looking at. But there are alternative sounds with the same spelling, and that's what's so tricky. Hello, Florrie. Good to see you. So let's have a little go at some others. So we've got shout. Can you remember any others? Out. So again, if we play with these words, this is what you can do. So we could take off the sh, and then we've got out. Okay, we could how else could we do that? I'm just looking at one with T. Oh, so we could add in an N here and a C here, and we've got count. Okay, or we could take off that one and put an M, take out the N and add an H, and then we've got mouth. Okay, and the last one, let's take off the TH and add a D, and you can guess which word I'm going to do. And then here, I'm going to add a C and an L. Cloud. Cloud. So you can play around. Oh, Exxon, how are you? Haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you. Florrie, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for asking. Yes, and you said Ronan out. So we could do that. And actually, that's clout. Don't know if you've heard that word, but they often say people have got a lot of clout. So, or we've got out. Okay, so lots of ways to play with that sound that you might want to try at home. Before we move on to our new sound, let's do our spelling quiz. So you've got 10 words, 5 of the words that we did on Monday of our difficult spelling words, or our 5 a day keeps the spelling demons away. And then we've got 5 jumbled up of days, months, years, and also the red tricky words. Okay, so number 1. Ryan, you're the oldest, are you? Number 1, okay, was, just remember, you know what I'm like to get it right. Remember. I'm going to try and get this right. I'm not going to make any mistakes today. I'm not going to try and confuse you. So number 1, remember. I remember the 19th of March when we were all in school. And then on the 20th of March, I stopped teaching and we had lockdown. Remember. Remember the syllables? Remember. 3 syllables. Number 2 is a red tricky word, and it's thought. Remember the thought. I thought it was Tuesday today, but it's Wednesday. Thought. Number 3 This was my Star Trek one from the Borg. Resistance. Resistance is futile, said the Borg. Or you may, in DT, you've probably heard about resistant materials, haven't you? Resistant. Look at your very big sentence. God, where is it, Sasha? I have Ryan, Isla, Mason, Jackson, and me as my siblings. 5 kids. Wow. Okay. That's a big family. I've got the whole family here. No, not Star Wars. It's Star Trek that does resistance is futile. Okay, number 4. Another tricky word, another red tricky word. And it's a nice, hopefully a nice, easy one if you've been concentrating over these lessons. Go. I go to the shops. Go. Number 5 was another one we did on Monday. And it's sense. So you have 5 senses, don't you? The plural. Sort of seeing, hearing, taste, feel, sense. Or you can say, I sense something in the air. I sense. Oh, Isla on here is not your sibling. Okay, just checking. Number 6. Number 6 is a month, because we've learnt months, haven't we? And it is the month of January. Number 4, Sasha, was go. I go to the shops. Go. Or go away. I'm not asking any of you to go away, by the way. I need you to stay. Stay and learn your spellings. So where are we? Number 7. Number 7 was another one we did on Monday. And this is the one that I get wrong a lot. And I even have to look at it now and I'm thinking, I hope I've spelt this right. It is separate. Okay, a quick clue for help you remember it. If you say it like you have to spell it, as opposed to say it how you say it, separate. Some of you might say separate. I'm just trying to think of accents. Separate. Yeah, Americans. If you had an American accent, you'd say separate, wouldn't you? But we tend to say separate. Number 8 is another number. It's 100, as in 100. 6, Stephen, was January. It was the month. So we've got 1, remember, 2, thought, 3, resistance, 4, go, 5, sense, 6, January, 7, separate, 8, 100, 9 was another word we did Monday, surprise. So you might have a surprise birthday party. Number 5 was sense. So number 9 is surprise. I shall have a surprise birthday party for somebody, maybe. Wouldn't be a surprise if I'd organised it, would it, though, for myself? And number 10. Now, this one is hard because there's 3 ways that people spell this, but it's there, as in over there. So like with an arrow. Okay, so not there as in people, their clothes, and not there as in they are. So they're going to the shops. They are going to the shops. So we've got there for people, they are, which is the apostrophe one, and then this there, as in over there. Okay, see if you can get that right. Lots of people get that one wrong. Okay, shall we see how we've done? Firstly, before we start, just remember how to do your corrections. So remember is like this: 3 syllables. That's the first syllable, and then and then remember. Okay, if you'd spelt it like remember, which lots of people do, okay, 2 syllables instead of 3, but you can tick, 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 tick. So you got all those right, and then you have to fix that bit there, M, which will go there. Okay, so you can tick and fix your spellings, but it's worth remembering. That's why syllables are so important, because lots of people write remember, but actually if you think remember, that's 3 syllables. So if you've written remember and you go remember, that's only 2. So you know somewhere along the lines that you haven't. Chloe, good to see you. Hello. Yeah, so Ryan's written remember. So what's he got to fix? He's got to fix that 3rd syllable with EM. Okay? Remember. So remember your syllables. Remember, remember. Oh, a little bit of tune came out of me this morning. Okay, number 2 was thought. Right, remember put your tongue between your teeth and go, and that's a TH, not an F or a V. So, and then it's OUGH, or, and then what does it end with? T, or t, okay? So the tricky bit there is the OUGH. I know, Isla, you struggled with a similar one, didn't you, once? But I expect you've remembered that now. It's very hard, that too, though, because if you think of letters and sounds, that's thought, so that's an or sound. But if you take off the T, that now says though, so it's now an O sound. So you can see how the letters are very different. So we've got though, O-U-G-H is an O, and then we put a T on the end, and it's suddenly or. Ought. That's why it's so difficult. Okay, number 3. Resistance is futile, says the Borg. Actually, they were wrong though, weren't they? Because good old Jean-Luc Picard beat them in the end. So you may have put an E there, resistant, or an U, yeah? But it's an A. So if you say it in your head, it's resistant. And remember that for your DT. Your teacher will be very happy if you can spell that for resistant materials. Okay, next one, number 4. Okay, this is nice, hopefully one that you will remember. Go. The reason why it's a red word, you can't quite see that, can you? I'll put it here. The reason why it's a red word is because we know that as an O when we start our spellings. And hello, Chloe. Yeah, R.I.P. George Floyd. There's a lot of stuff happening, isn't there, in the news about that? And it's very upsetting to watch. So some of you might feel quite upset by that, especially on top of COVID. We've got a lot of anxieties, haven't we, in our life, watching all those things. But yes, solidarity, as they say. He did, Sasha. So we've got G-O. So instead of O, it's an O, okay? And so we start off learning an O as an O, and then we know the alphabet letter sound as well, O. So go. Number 5 is sense. Okay, so I sense. I have 5 senses with my ears and my eyes. So I've got smell, taste. What else we got? Smell, taste, hear, eyes, and feel. I think that's it, isn't it? Okay, so sense. Number 6 is January. So U-E-R-Y. Okay, January. Now, if you say January, then you just have to remember to say it as you spell it when you're spelling it. Jan-U-Airy. Okay, that's the air sound there. AR. Number 7. Separate. Okay, this is the one I get mixed up with. So a bit like September, and then R, A-R, and then it's 8, A-T-E, and that's that split digraph where A becomes 8. Okay, I'll do that. Separate, not separate. So there's no E there, which I tend to put in. Okay. Now, number 8 is 100. Ha, d, r, e, d. Okay, 100. And number 9, surprise. R, I, S, E. And again, that's that split digraph where the I becomes an I. So surprise, surprise. It's not a Z. Okay. Shouldn't be 10 a day keeps the spelling demons away. 5 a day. You're right. 5 a day. Okay. Yeah. Let's stop talking about George Floyd for now. Let's stick with our spellings because we don't want to upset anybody. Okay. And we're trying to concentrate on our spellings now, aren't we? Okay. Number 10 is there. So E-R-E. Remember, it's that one, not that. So that's the direction one, not this one, which is the people one, or this one, which is they are. Oh, they are. So they are. Okay, so that's they are there. That's there as in their coats. And that one is there over there. Okay? Good. You're right, Sasha. We are all the same. We are all the same people. Okay. But it's definitely good to talk about this stuff, but probably not in the comments because it can get a bit tricky. But do read up about it and find out. So what have we got? Ronan, 10 out of 10. Oh, that's very impressive because some of those are very difficult. Okay. How did everybody else do? Okay. I did say stop talking about it. So let's stop now. Okay. So oi oi. Oi oi. Why am I saying oi oi? I'm saying oi oi because this is the sound. 2 letters, 1 sound, but it's not this oi. Okay, that's another type of oi. We're looking at this one here. Okay, can you think of any? 7 out of 10 OX on, well done. 9 out of 10 for Stephen, good. 10 out of 10 for Sasha, well done. Ryan, how did you do? 6 out of 10, but so close on many, just 1 letter wrong. That's perfect, Isla. Do not worry. So I'd much rather you think in the fact of you've only got a few letters wrong rather than really 10 out of 10 or something. You know, think about your letters. But well done, Chloe. Good stuff. 7 out of 10 for Florrie. Well done. The most important thing is noticing where you need to fix your spellings, where you tick and fix. Okay, so don't get too despondent. You're doing really well. Aha, yes, boy. Good. Thank you, Florrie. Okay, we've got boy. Okay, Sasha, 10 out of 10. Yay, excellent. Okay, can you think of any others? 7, Ryan, well done. And you managed to talk politics at the same time, so that's very impressive. Okay, so we've got boy, we've got toy, oi. We've got, how about this one? Have everybody heard this word? Ploy. Okay, I have a ploy. So Stephen, yes, you've gone for this one here. Let's put this in the box. So you've done soil. Okay. oil, like the earth. So that's a different spelling of the same sound. So you're right, but we're trying to look at this one at the moment. But Stephen, yes, loyal is one. So oil. Okay, loyal. Excellent stuff. Here's one. So you go off and you have an interview and you get a job and you become employed. So can you see that down here? I have to do it here. Employ. So somebody gets employed. So you got oi. Now we can add in our root word. So employ could be our root word. And then we can add in a suffix, employed. Or we could even, just going to take out toy there and put it here. We could even put unemployed. Okay, so suddenly we've got a prefix, a prefix, the bit you put at the beginning, employ with the oi sound, and then ed with the suffix. So unemployed. Yeah. So we've had a little practice with our root word, our prefix, prefix, and our suffix. Okay, soya. Very good. Soya. Okay. So soya can be milk, can't it? Things are made of soya instead of dairy. Okay, any others? Oh, here's some. So soya isn't a name, Sasha. So joy, yeah, we've got joy, lovely. I'm putting all these up because we're going to do some sentences as well. Joy, we've got destroy. The Borg were destroyed by Picard in the end. So their resistance is futile wasn't actually true. Destroyed, good. Enjoy, yeah. So this is another one where we can put, this is the root word, and then we can put enjoy on the front, and then we can even put a suffix on, so we can have a prefix there and a suffix here. So we've got enjoyed. Yeah, all comes from the root word joy. Lovely stuff. And oyster. Who has eaten an oyster before? Ugh, I can't eat oysters. I quite like mussels. Oyster. I quite like mussels, but I struggle with oysters. Who likes them? Thank you, Stephen. 8 minutes. So let's do some sentences and I'll put them up. Yep, so we've got joy from OX on. Oh, that's a nice one. Ahoy there for the sailor. Ahoy there, my hearties. Very good. Yeah, okay. And Ryan's got, I was annoyed at the little girl sat next to me, says Ryan. So he's done a sentence. Okay. I'm not sure if he's meaning his sister there. I'll have to see. Okay, so can you think of some others? So I'm going to do one. The boy was very loyal to his toy and didn't enjoy destroying his unemployed other toy. So I've got a little bit of a story there. It's a bit like Toy Story, isn't it? So the boy had his favorite toy that he was loyal to, and then he enjoyed destroying his other toy, and his other toy was unemployed, so he destroyed it. That was my little story. Okay, how have we got here? So I had a toy that I enjoyed, and it was loyal, but it got destroyed. Good. Just remember that enjoyed, we say enjoyed, but it's actually enjoyed. So it's got an e instead of an I. I went down to the company to get in employment. Yeah, you went to get employed with your company. Very good. The boy was filled with joy. Oh, you always do such lovely positive ones, Stephen. How lovely. And you've got the exclamation mark. You know he means you do, Sasha. Just ignore him. My brother's the same. Ahoy, said the boy. He destroyed his toy oyster. Oh, very good. A little bit of a sea theme there. Love it. Okay, good. We've got just under 5 minutes left. You can carry on putting your sentences up and I'll put them in. But we're now going to do our 5 a day. OX on keeps the spelling demons away. Okay, so we learn 5 new words, but we quiz 10 at the beginning. Okay, so here we go. What words? So remember, these are all commonly misspelt words, and they are commonly misspelt words not just by teenagers, kids, and young people, but adults too, including me, I have to say. So the first one that is commonly misspelt that we're going to do is tomorrow. Tomorrow's spelling lesson is looking at the sound E. Or is it E or air? E, I think. We've nearly finished set 2, by the way. Just want to let you know on that. Oh, here's a nice sentence. So the oyster catcher was loyal with its toy and shouted, ahoy! Love it. I watched the boy run off into the sunset and then he ran back home with a toy. He was loyal and said he stole his mum's credit card. Not sure if he was very loyal if he stole his card. So, number 1, tomorrow. Okay, number 2. How many syllables for tomorrow? Tomorrow. So remember tomorrow to count out your syllables and make sure that you get 2 more. So o, o. So you can see why that's so difficult, can't you? Because that's an ow sound often. It's got a double R, okay, and it's got 2, tomorrow, okay. 3 syllables, double R, and the OW at the end. So you have to try and remember that, tomorrow. Okay, number 2. This is a really difficult one that people can't spell often. I'm going to write it first. Let's see if you can read it. I'm even going to draw a picture. Tongue, yes. But look, really, if you were to say this phonetically, you'd go tungu. Hurt my tungu. So it's ta, which is an O. That's why it's tricky. And then tongue, and then go, and then it's got this oo bit at the end. So tungu. Okay. So you've just got to remember that bit's finished. There's another word like that. I always remember one of my students calling it fatigue. Okay, which you can see, can't you? It's actually fatigue. Fatigue. And this kind of bit at the end almost doesn't hear anything. I think it's because it's from French. So they would say fatigue. And actually, there was a really good question in their GCSEs, and they didn't choose that question because they didn't know what that word was. So that was a real shame. So it's the same here with tongue. Really, you could finish there, couldn't you? And forget about that UE. It's the same with fatigue. So tungu, fatigue. So that's how you can remember how to spell it, though. All right. Only 1 syllable, isn't it? Tongue. How many sounds? T, ng. And then that really is there. So it's only 3 sounds, 6 letters, 1 syllable. That's why it's hard. And that's why people spell it incorrectly. Number 3. Truly, Madly, Deeply. You're all too young to remember that film, I bet. There's a film called Truly, Madly, Deeply, and it's the word truly. Now, it comes from the root word true. But when we add in the suffix ly, we take off the e, and that's what people get wrong. So you just put the li on the end. So truly, okay? That's the suffix, but you have to knock off the E. So you have to remember that. Yeah, fatagu. That's right. Okay. Oh, I've just gone over, haven't I? Let's rub that out quickly. Number 4 then. Unfortunately. Okay, we say unfortunately, but it's spelt those who do fortnight, you can at least remember this bit, can't you? Unfort, and then tune, 8, and then so you've got the word fortune. You have to knock off the E and go 8ly, and then you've got your suffix there, and then you've got the prefix unfortunately. Okay, and people spell that in all sorts of ways. We might talk about that tomorrow, but I've run out of time today. And finally, number 5, I'll squeeze it in. It's just a short one. Again, can you see that? Until. Only one L. So until tomorrow, take care. Bye.